Not my state. Why it have to be my state? Oh man, they wiped out my state. Damn.
Don't know how to use your power. Let me show you.
What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Chainsaw Man, chapter 221. I ain't gonna lie, this chapter got me a little heated, man. I'm a little upset after reading this chapter, man. One reason is my state got destroyed. You know what I'm saying? The state I'm from got destroyed. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel a little salty, man. Someone needs to be taken down for that. Another one is, damn, man, these chapters short as hell. This was only 13 pages. It felt like 5. Like, what's going on, Fujimoto? Like, why are we getting these short chapters? I don't know, man. Like, maybe he needs a break, 2-week break or something. I don't know. But this was a short chapter. I know I can't be the only one feeling like this. Like, before anything even got going, the chapter was over. But it's crazy to see how many states made a deal with Yoru in order to protect themselves. And then the state itself is still getting wiped out. Like, what was the point of making that deal? I guess they assumed the battle would be over. But I'm at the point now, like, if I was Yoru, I wouldn't even want to fight Chainsaw Man no more. I just feel like, there's just too much shit going on. I can't do it. This guy's unkillable. I give up. Like, I would just straight quit, but she's still trying to fight this battle. But we about to dive into the chapter. Make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Remember, Black Friday is coming up this Friday. So look, man, go out there, buy some chapters of Chainsaw Man from Barnes & Nobles with their Black Friday sale. I'm doing it myself for a lot of series. So make sure you do the same, man. Just, support the mangakas. But with that being said, let's get into the chapter. So it starts off where you got all this destruction happening in a certain state. People floating up in the air, and they're all falling in this pool of water. You even have it where the girl who got this STD devil, she's there as well, where she got many copies of herself. But you have it where Yoru is facing off against Chainsaw Man, and she manages to slice him in half with this new powerful sword she has, the USA Oregon sword. And I ain't gonna lie, it's creative. It looks dope. And just the fact that his guts was hanging on the blade, it's crazy as hell. And she's just like so happy. She's like, yo, I won. It's over. I got the dub. Then she looks and sees Chainsaw Man re-healing. She's like, what? And then he got it where he comes right after her. He tries to clash at her with all his chains at one time, but she manages to block it with the Oregon sword. And it's just like, yo, damn, she's doing all of that. Yo, that sword can take all those blades at one time. And she says, what did you eat, Chainsaw Man? It's like an end to our battle no longer exists. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't he just eat the death devil in the previous chapter? So that means there is no more death, right? If I'm not mistaken. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I'm looking at this the wrong way, but you guys can let me know in the comment section. You guys always be giving me the good ass comments where I'm like, I didn't catch that. Nice. So do that for this moment right here, because I'm like, yo, she should know. She saw her sister get devoured by him. But anyway, you got it where she screams out, people of Oregon, give me your power. And as she says that, you have it where people that fell into this lake, they begin to start disappearing, meaning their lives are being extinguished in order to give her power. You even have it where that girl, that has the STD devil, I can't remember her name at the moment, but she ends up disappearing as well. And you got it where Yoru does this Oregon slash, and it's actually cuts the hell out of Chainsaw Man. It looks like it rips him apart, but he ends up regenerating again and coming back. And she says, this is the end of the line, Chainsaw Man. Behold my trump card. And when she says that, I'm like, oh shit, what's she about to do? And then this is where I get upset because, hey, look, man, she took my home out. She took my home. Yo, she says, people of Virginia. She puts her hand up high, and I'm just like, yo, what? Hold on, what's about to happen? You got them either, I don't know if they're watching the battle on stage at a concert or just watching a show in general, but you got it where they're shouting and they're cheering, and then all these people disappear, and then it comes to her throwing a nuclear punch at Chainsaw Man, and she hits him right in the face, dead in the face, and this explosion is huge. It just wipes out everything within the area. All the people, all the lives that's in that area, they all get extinguished, and then that's how the chapter ends, where it seems like that place made of doors all get destroyed and shattered from the blow that she just threw at Chainsaw Man. So like I said, that's the final page. That right there is the final page. this chapter was short as hell. Like it's like I said, as soon as you started it, it was over. And then most of this chapter was like double panel, pages. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so Fujimoto, what is you doing? So, but I'm not gonna lie, this was a dope chapter. But it's crazy to think that this many people sacrificed their lives to be spared. And then in the end, they're still being sacrificed to actually battle Chainsaw Man. So it's just like, yo, what kind of contract did these people make? And honestly, I imagine the people themselves were unaware of these contracts made with Yoru. It was just the government itself. Like the government said, hey, Yoru, spare our state. You know what I'm saying? You can use this, and that. And you probably have it where those higher up people who made those contracts, they're probably still alive somewhere within the state of, Virginia or Oregon. They're probably somewhere still alive, enjoying their lives, but they just sacrificed everyone else so that they could remain safe. I imagine it went down like that. Or maybe everyone, there's a good chance that maybe everybody within the state was a part of this deal in order to take down Chainsaw Man and be spared by Yoru, even though they didn't really know the ins and outs, that they would still be sacrificed if she needed them. So I don't know. It's one of those type of situations, but I could be completely wrong. But it's very surprising that Yoru is acting as if she didn't know he just devoured death in the previous chapter, saying like, yo, there's no end to this battle. That's why I feel like it's got, matter of fact, while we here, I might as well go and look at the previous chapter, because I could have sworn she said that, you know what I'm saying? She said that. Hold on, let me go to, I'm pulling it up right here. Give me just a moment. Bear with me. Okay, boom, 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 boom. You got the blasters going off. And yeah, I'm looking right at it. He watches her devour death. Yeah, she watched it. So I don't understand why she's saying like, yo, it's like there's no end to this battle. You just devoured death. Unless she was expecting him to spit out death, or maybe he spit out death and I missed that part. But now I'm going through the last two chapters. Death got devoured in chapter 219. This is chapter 221. So yeah, why wouldn't she remember what just happened? But I'm curious to know how many lives were sacrificed in order for her to have the power to throw that nuclear punch. And not only that, with that punch being thrown, I feel like any humans within Japan just got eradicated, because they show those people at the bottom. Next thing you know, you just see nothing but destruction. Even if they manage to survive the blast, I feel like the after effect will still finish them off in the end. But, you know what I'm saying? All in all, good chapter, just super short. Not really a fan of Virginia being wiped out, but it is what it is. But let me know your thoughts on this one down below. And if you like the video, thumb it up. Please subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace.